Hands around my neck.
What's good? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing like a little video for makeup for beginners. So I kind of want to do just a simple, really simple look. So I do want to say though first is that it is very important to take care of your skin before even putting on makeup. So I think it's super important to make sure that you have a very good skin routine before you do start wearing makeup. I have actually been trying out a new skincare regimen for myself, so I do want to share that with you guys. I want to try it out though for like a longer amount of time before I do want to like show you guys. But so far my skin looks amazing. Like my skin hasn't looked this good in a really long time, and it just feels so soft and stuff. But that's for another video. But today we're gonna play with makeup. Just a quick little simple, easy, on the go for beginners look. Oh, I'm in a different setting because it's my cousin's room, so thank you cousin for allowing me to use your room to film. Love you. Okay, so when I start for makeup, I always like to go with chapstick. This is actually the Smith's Rosebud Cell. I like this one because it's a more sustainable packaging than say like Aquaphor or any other chapsticks, and this works really, really good. So after that, if you like to do your brows or make them a little bit darker or just kind of give them more of like a shape. So for brows, I like to use Anastasia Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. I love this because it's a very reasonable price for the amount of product that you're getting. This is going to last you a very, very long time. So for my brows, I like to go in with this brush. This is a dual-sided brush. This has the brow side brush on this side and it has a spoolie. So I'm gonna take this and I just get a little bit of it. I like to start at the beginning of my brow, and I do want to emphasize too that when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're doing very little strokes and are going very light-handed, because it can get carried away very, very fast. So I like to do this in the front, and I just use a spoolie to blend it out. And this is also super important too when you do this, to make sure that you do blend it out as you go, because you don't want to make your eyebrows look really harsh. And then right here I do have a scar in my eyebrows, so I'll move this. So if like you do have a scar, anything, make sure to put product right there. Just here, this with the spoolie, it'll blend it up. And don't worry if it's like kind of messy, because I like to go with concealer and after to kind of like just clean it up. So I do like to go with the brow gel. Today I'm going to use this Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is in the shade 3. I like to brush up in the front, and then I'll kind of just go at an angle, just kind of going with the shape of my brow. I always use this brush for my brow concealer because I feel like it fits perfectly like under the brow. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is only $5 and it works really, really good. It is a little bit dry though, I will say that. So you do have to make sure that you are blending it out like as soon as you do put it down. And I do like to just take off a little bit, just go right in with this. So I like to start right here and just work my way down. And when I do this, I don't just go like all at once. I like to go like in little motions. And then I'll move to the front right here. As you guys can see, I'm just following the shape of my eyebrow. And then with the brush, I do just go in and I just kind of blend the rest out. My eyelids have been really dry lately, so if you can see texture on my lid, it's because my eyelids have been super dry lately. And I also like to go with my finger just to blend the rest out, because I feel like this gives the most natural finish. And the heat of your fingers always melt everything in differently than a brush does, so just keep that in mind. I love to use my fingers for everything because it just makes everything look more natural. So after the brows, if you don't feel like you need a lot of coverage, I would just say just go with the concealer. I'm going to show you guys how I go with concealer and just kind of cover up the areas that I want to cover up. So before I go with concealer, since it is more on the dry side, I'm going to go with my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I love this spray so much. I just feel like it just gives you the hydration that you need. So I'm going to go in with this concealer, and I just go in with the applicator, and I just go under here. And I still like to kind of do this. And I'm actually going to blend this out, because if I do kind of let it sit, it will dry, and then it's hard to get it to blend out. So I just like to go with my finger because it melts it in better than opposed to a brush. And I like this concealer too because you don't have to set it with a powder, which is amazing, and it gives your skin more of a natural finish. And then when I do put that line right here, I will go on with a clean finger and then just kind of rub it out, just so that it's not like a harsh line right there, because we don't want harsh lines. And then if you guys have acne scars and stuff and you want to cover them up, go ahead. I do have acne scars, but I don't really like to cover them up every day, so I just leave them. Then I feel like it's just too much concealer. And make sure that you are blending this out all the way like onto your cheeks, on the tip of my nose, and also right here, and on my chin. I do this when I don't have time to really like do my makeup, but this is super quick. So for my bronzer, I love this brush right here. I've been using this for years. This is the e.l.f. complexion brush, and I use this with the Too Faced bronzer. And with this, I just like to kind of stay in this area right here. I go in like circular motion, so it blends out. So just like that. And I love bronzer because I feel like it just brings your skin to life. It gives your skin dimension and warmth, but it doesn't look too crazy. I like to go here into my jaw with a very little amount, just because it gives us some definition, and I can pinch this to make it like skinnier. which I do right here. And then I also like to put some on the sides of my nose, just so that we have definition on our nose and just so it doesn't look like our nose is like completely like disappeared. After bronzer, I do like to go with this ColourPop highlighter. This is in the shade Wisp. I love this. I use this all the time, and it's super easy, especially for beginners, because you literally just put your finger in here and just apply it like that. I tap it on very lightly. I don't just drag it. And when you tap it in, it blends it in more, as opposed to if you were just to like go straight in and just drag it across. And I love to go over here on the tip of my nose and also on the bridge of my nose. And then I'll use my other finger that I don't have product on and just blend it out. I love to go right here on my cupid's bow as well. And if it's too harsh for you guys, just use another finger that doesn't have product on it and just blend it out. And then my chin, under my eyebrow, so it lifts the eyebrow. Then I will go in also on my forehead. I just kind of like rub it on my forehead like that. Like, I have a glow, but it looks natural and it's super easy. It didn't take me very long. And then next for blush, I will say that this brush is like my favorite brush for blush. This is a Cara Beauty brush. This is the K14 brush, and it's really, really nice for blush because it just like fits perfectly in the apples of your cheeks. And the blush that I use, that I love the color, but I don't like the fact that it's not vegan and cruelty free, is the MAC blush. This is the blush in the shade Peaches. When I run out of this one, I will find a vegan and cruelty free option. I'll probably just order one from ColourPop. And I just go in like this. And I'm a blush girl, so I like to put a lot of blush on. Let's just say that now before you guys are like, that must a lot of blush. So I just go in and I just tap it onto your apples of your cheeks right here. And I also like to take mine on the side of my face, so it ties in like the highlighter and the bronzer. I also like to take my blush on the bridge of my nose, also right here on my forehead, and also on my chin. And too, if you feel like your glow kind of went away, just go ahead and go in with more highlighter and just go over it. Then for eyes, for someone who's starting on makeup, I just want to give them a really simple option. So what I like to do is I like to take a fluffy brush. It's going to disperse color really easily. And I'm just taking the bronzer that I used, just so that we're minimizing our products that we're using. And when I do this, I will just go in like circular motions. So I'll just go very lightly, just so that we have some color down. It's just a light wash of color, but it does make a difference. And this is optional too. I didn't want to give you guys this option though, because I do like to do this to kind of give my eyes more definition. You can go ahead and just put mascara on here, but I love to do this step. I just think it makes like a biggest difference. So I'm just gonna take a dark brown shadow. I'm gonna take a mix of this one right here, this one right here. That's my cousin Josh. See, look, if you have eyebrows like this, you just use eyebrow gel or just brush them up. Let me see. So you just use this. And you just go like this, and it just makes them look nicer, because sometimes you wake up and your eyebrows are going all kinds of ways and it doesn't look cute. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm gonna take this little brush right here. It's just a very tiny brush, but it's just perfect for what we're gonna do right now. So I'll start out on the outer corner, and I'm just packing it on. It's gonna be thinner in the inner corner, and it's gonna gradually go thicker. And as you can see, I'm just going really, really light. It's warming up our eyes, but this is also giving us nice definition. What you can also do too is to blend this out, is take the brush on the side like that and just kind of blend it out in circular motions. And then to just open our eyes a little bit more, I am going to go in again with this ColourPop Wisp shade. I will just put some right here, right on the inner corner, and blend it a little bit up and a little bit on the lower part of my eye. And I'll also place more up here just so that it does lift our eye more. And then next, I'm gonna go with my eyelash curler. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes really quick. So next, I'm gonna go in with this brown mascara. This is by Pacifica. This is in the shade Stardust. This is a brown mascara, but I love it because I feel like it warms up the eyes and it doesn't look too harsh for every day. And I love to get the outer corner as well. And then for lips, for every day, I love to go in with something that's moisturizing. So I'm gonna go in with this Atomic Makeup, and this is actually their CBD gloss. This is in the shade Nectar, and since this does have CBD oil in it, it's super moisturizing. It feels really, really nice, but it still gives like a really nice glossy effect. And then last but not least, I love to go in with my Amara Badescu Rose Water after, because I feel like it just melts everything in and just makes your skin look like skin again. This is the finished look. This is super easy. I just feel like it gets the job done. Like, it accentuates what you already have, and it just looks really nice and fresh, and you know, just very natural, I feel. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys learned something, and I do have discount codes with some of the brands that I did use today, so my discount codes are always down below. So if you guys did like this video, I hope that you guys give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys liked it, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.